The garden city of Toowoomba in southeastern Queensland is bursting with life. It's a melting pot of cultures which 800 Yazidi people now call home. But 300 of their loved ones are still missing in Iraq and Syria, lost under Islamic State's genocidal rule. Australian Red Cross is trying to find them.
So, Mariam, can you tell me a little bit about when your brother went missing?
Sue Callender works with the Red Cross tracing team, trying to reconnect people who've been separated by conflict, migration or disasters.
My family tried searching, but
the team scours maps, social media and international data for clues.
It's all about finding an answer for the family. The not knowing what has happened to someone is often worse than knowing that they're deceased. Someone cannot move on and start a new life without knowing what has become of their loved ones.
Hayfa Adi knows that only too well. ISIS took her husband, Ghazi Lalo, 5 years ago.
God gives me hope that I will see my husband and be happy again.
Their eldest son was just a toddler when his father disappeared.
He remembers his father and keeps asking, "Mum, when will my father come back?"
Their youngest has never known his dad. He was born in ISIS captivity.
He looks just like his father, his eyes, his mouth. When I see him, I feel like my husband is with me. We just have to find a way to survive. It's very hard on all of us.
But Hayfa is a survivor. In August 5 years ago, 50,000 desperate Yazidis fled to Mount Shinjar in northern Iraq when ISIS forces stormed their villages. They were trapped without food or water for days until an international airdrop. But it was better than the alternative, being killed, raped or abducted. Hayfa and Ghazi were living in the village of Kojo.
We were all inside the house. I'd made lunch, we were ready to eat. Around 12 midday there was knocking on the door. My husband's uncle came running to us saying, "ISIS is in Kojo."
The town's 1,200 residents were herded into the local school.
They ordered us to convert to Islam. No one converted to Islam. After that, they took the men. We don't know where they took them.
Hayfa never saw her husband again. Witnesses have told the United Nations the men were taken away and shot. For the women and girls, the horror had just begun. For more than 2 years, Hayfa was traded amongst Islamic militants in Iraq and Syria. This video purports to show ISIS fighters waiting to buy captured women.
They bought us as if we were sheep, exactly like sheep.
Hayfa was ordered to undress, but refused.
I refused to show them my body. We had to show our hands. White was considered nice. And they'd look to see if our hair was beautiful and long.
Hayfa, how many times were you bought and sold?
Maybe around 20 times. I'm not really sure. A lot of people took me, tortured me, hit me.
Hayfa was repeatedly raped, but her biggest fear was losing her children.
They took my eldest son from me for 1 month because I wouldn't sleep with my captors. They tied my hands and legs, blindfolded me and gagged my mouth. They hit me and kept me locked in a room. After that, I let them sleep with me so I could get my son back.
Hayfa finally escaped ISIS in 2017 when her parents-in-law paid a people smuggler to buy her freedom. She and the boys arrived in Toowoomba on humanitarian visas last year. Her eldest goes to the local school and Hayfa is learning English at TAFE.
I'm very comfortable here with my kids. The most important thing is my children's lives, not mine. And of course, if my husband comes back, my life would be really great.
But Sue Callender acknowledges the chances of that are slim.
Hazi went missing in an area called Kojo, and we know that many Yazidis were captured in Kojo, and also many were sadly executed. We just hope for Hayfa's sake that he is found alive, but it's probably unlikely.
In March, nearly 5 years after what is now known as the Kojo massacre, the groundwork began for the exhumation of one of 17 suspected mass graves around the town where Hayfa and Ghazi were separated. Forensic testing of remains has begun. There's now a chance Ghazi's fate may be unearthed with the help of his son's DNA.
So if it turns out that DNA samples weren't taken, we will help to arrange that and send it to Iraq. It's not final yet. He might still turn up somewhere.
I have so many feelings. I'm scared that my husband is among the dead, that all of them are dead. I don't know. My heart is aching.
Hayfa says there will never be true justice for her family, but by speaking out, she hopes to help others.
All the world is seeing what happened to the women, the Yazidi women, young ladies. What happened to the men? Dead? ISIS destroyed our homes and took our dignity. We are really tired. That's why I want to tell my story, so they won't do this again.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.